My e-commerce account started out great. Everything was fine, but then the orders started lagging. I had 0 sales. And then my phone rang.
Dropshipping is dead in 2026.
What the fuck is you talking about?
You've probably heard all of that before. You watch 10 different videos, you get 10 different strategies, and in the end, you are left completely stuck. Or worse, you follow the generic advice. You spend hours setting up your brand new eBay store, you upload your first 50 listings, you go to sleep dreaming about your first sale, and you wake up to an email that says your eBay account has been restricted. Right now, eBay's security algorithm is hunting down new accounts like never before. If you make just one wrong move, you will get MC11 restriction. They will freeze your payouts, delist your items, and force you to provide official wholesale invoices. But since you're retail dropshipping from places like Amazon or AliExpress, you only receive standard order receipts, which eBay often rejects. And that is exactly why your number one priority is to stay under the radar and never trigger this restriction in the first place. I've seen too many people give up on dropshipping before they even give themselves a real chance to succeed. But here is the truth. The people who are getting banned from eBay are the ones who are treating it like a slot machine. The people who are making real money are the ones who are treating it like a real business.
This is it. This is what you've been working for.
In this video, we're cutting through the noise. I'm going to show you the exact steps to safely warm up your account, how to find winning products before you list them, and the one tracking mistake that will destroy your store if you ignore it. Let's get to work. Before we talk about algorithm or products, we need to talk about you. The best dropshipping strategy in the world will fail if you don't know where you're going. You can have the perfect suppliers, but if you do not have a clear goal, you will quit at the first hurdle. Did you know that only 3% of people actually write down their goals on paper? The other 97% just keep them in their head as thoughts or dreams. But a dream doesn't build a profitable eBay store. If you do not write it down, you cannot visualize it, and it remains just as a thought. I want you to listen closely, because at the end of this video, I'm going to give you some homework. I want you to sit down and map out your 6-month plan. How many active products do you want to have listed? How much pure profit do you want to generate every single month? But do not do it right now. I want you to watch this entire video first. You need to understand the critical phases you are about to go through, what you need to watch out for, and how to actually build a stable foundation. Only when you have the full picture, we will know exactly what actionable steps to write down. Because the truth is, even the best plan will fail if you do not take action. Every single day, you need to dedicate time and do something, even something small, that moves you closer to your end goal. Now, let's move on to the very first step of your future plan. Building trust with the algorithm. eBay's algorithm is strict. When you open a new account, you have 0 history. If you act like bot and bulk upload products on day 1, you will get banned. Your only goal right now is to convince eBay that you are a normal human being. We call this the warm-up phase, and it takes about 2 to 3 weeks. Step 1. Browse and buy. Spend 10 minutes a day browsing eBay. Then buy 3 to 5 extremely cheap items like a $1 digital recipe or generic cables. This gets you your first positive feedback from sellers. A feedback score of 5 shows you're a real participant in the marketplace. And a quick pro tip: always log into your eBay account from your home Wi-Fi or a dedicated VPS. Avoid using the mobile app or logging in from public places like coffees and hotels. That's because eBay's system can accidentally link that new account to a previously banned user from that same network, causing an instant MC11. Step 2. Sell stuff from your house. And this is crucial. Your first 3 to 5 listings should not be dropshipped. They need to be used physical items from your own house. A notebook, used game, or ugly coffee mug. Put it on your table, take original photos of the item with your phone, and list it as used. To eBay, this is exactly what a normal person does when they join the platform. If you don't want to sell it, price it extremely high so nobody buys it. Then leave these items for a week. Once you have some feedback and organic listings from your house, you are ready to start dropshipping. But here is where most beginners fail. They just go to Amazon, find something that they think it's cool, and just list it. Or they just list a generic items with hundreds of competitors where the market is already dominated by huge sellers. And you cannot beat them on price. You need to find successful, high demand items before you list them. And the best way to do this as a beginner is to look at seasonality. Right now the weather is getting warmer. People are getting out to their gardens, planting tomatoes, vegetables and flowers. And what does that mean to us as a sellers? It means they are going to have bugs and they will be desperate for a solution. We use what I call the sniper method. So let's go to eBay and search for plant protection spray or garden bug killer. Look at the left side bar on eBay and click the box that says sold items. Then suddenly the prices turn green. eBay is now showing you what has actually sold, for how much and on what date. Now scroll through until you find a listing that has sold multiple times in the last few days. Click on that seller's profile. If they have a few hundred feedback and are selling gardening items with stock photos, congratulations! You just found another dropshipper. Your job now is to take that exact winning product you just found, locate it on AliExpress or Amazon and list it yourself. The demand is already proven. Gardeners will not wait. When they see their plants getting eaten, they buy immediately. And you're simply taking a slice of an already existing pie. And a quick pro tip: if you're using Amazon and a buyer complains that the item arrived in an Amazon box, resolve it directly with the buyer. Give them a partial refund if needed, but never call eBay customer support to remove negative feedback. A phone call triggers a manual review of your account, and this is exactly what you want to avoid.
This is your fault. This is what comes of your disrespect. I told you, Skylar. I warned you for a solid year. You cross me, there will be consequences.
But remember the golden rule for your first 30 days. Low ticket, unbranded necessities, items between $5 and $20. Do not list Apple products, expensive electronics, big brands like Nike, or high-risk items like perfumes, watches, or designer clothes. These frequently trigger counterfeit policy violations and vero strikes, which means the brand reports you for copywriting and your new account gets banned immediately. Stick to low-ticket, unbranded necessities. Now that you found a winning seasonal product, how do you actually list it safely? Real quick, if you are finding any value so far, smash the like button and subscribe for more weekly dropshipping guides. Let's get back to it. First, do not copy and paste the exact Amazon title. Amazon titles are designed for Amazon's algorithm, and if you copy that into eBay, nobody will ever find your listing. Instead, optimize it for human beings searching on eBay. A great trick here is to take a look at similar successful products on eBay and borrow keyword ideas from their titles. Use all 80 characters. If the item is that bug spray, your optimized title should be 3-in-1 rose clear, plant protection, bug killer spray for garden, vegetables and flowers. Pack it with those relevant keywords for maximum visibility. Second, let's talk about pricing and mindset. In your first 30 days, your goal is not to make $10,000 in profit. Your goal is to build sales velocity and account health. If your competitor is selling that spray for $15 and you can buy it on Amazon for $12, you should list yours for $13.50. And yes, your profit margin will be tiny. You might just break even after eBay fees, but you're not losing money. You're buying data and you're buying trust from the algorithm. Once you have a strong seller history, you can raise your prices and go for bigger margins. And finally, you must control your upload speed. Do not use automated software to bulk upload hundreds of items on day one. If you go from 0 listings to 100 listings in 24 hours, the algorithm flags you as a bot. List 1 or 2 items per day manually. If you list 10 items this week, aim for 12 next week. This slow, steady growth proves to eBay that you are a reliable seller building a real business with stable logistics. And also, never manually click the request limit increase button. This triggers a manual review of your account from an eBay employee. Just max out your limits naturally and eBay's algorithm will increase them automatically over time. So you got your first sale with the plant protection spray? But before we talk about what to list next, here is a crucial rule. If your supplier is sold out, you must never cancel the order with the reason out of stock. This gives your account a defect and destroys your seller metrics. If you must cancel, communicate with the buyer and ask them to send a cancellation request. Now, what do you list next? Here is where beginners make a huge mistake.
This person doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
They get excited and they lose their focus. Those beginner sellers list a kitchen blender, then a car part, and then a dog toy. Your store becomes a messy, confusing junk drawer. Instead, you must use the niche stacking strategy. Instead, focus entirely on one micro niche. If you found success with the plant spray, build on it. List watering cans, small shovels, or gardening gloves. Dominate that one category and build momentum. Prove to the algorithm that you are a reliable supplier of gardening tools. Once you're generating consistent sales in that first niche, then and only then you proceed to the next logical seasonal niche. For example, after spring gardening, summer is coming. So your next category would be summer items. Water guns, beach towels, reusable water tumblers. You build your store brick by brick. This not only looks much more professional to buyers who might buy multiple items from you at once, but it also helps eBay's search algorithm to categorize your store as a trusted authority in those specific areas. If you follow these steps, your store will start growing and your sales will start rolling in across your different niches. But there is one final trap, a major problem that takes down even the most careful sellers. I'm talking about tracking numbers.
No. Wait.
When you start dropshipping, especially using Amazon as your supplier, a lot of your orders will ship via Amazon logistics. And here is the massive problem. eBay's system cannot read TBA numbers. To eBay, that tracking is fake. If you upload a TBA number, your tracking uploaded on time metric will tank. Buyers can open an item not received case, and because eBay cannot verify the delivery, you lose the case automatically. And here is the worst part. Too many of these cases act as a massive red flag that trigger an instant MC11 restriction. Once those metrics drop, your account is suspended. Game over. And this is where Trackerbot comes in. If you're serious about treating this like a real business, Trackerbot is not an optional tool. It is a must-have for your account. Trackerbot connects to your email and your eBay account. When Amazon sends you that unreadable TBA number, Trackerbot catches it instantly. It converts it into a valid, eBay-approved tracking number like Aqualine or VD-Track. It then automatically uploads that valid tracking to your buyer. The algorithm reads it perfectly, your metrics stay at 100%, and your account remains completely safe from suspension. It runs in the background, protecting your system while you sleep, so you can focus on finding more winning products instead of fighting with the eBay system. Building a successful eBay dropshipping business requires patience and a solid foundation. Now that you have the full picture, it is time for your homework. Grab that pen and paper. Write down your 6-month goals and map out the actions that you need to take on a daily basis in order to get there. Warm up your account like a real human. Use the sniper method to find proven products. Stack your niches logically to build authority. And most importantly, protect your metrics. If you're ready to execute your plan and bulletproof your store, we are giving you a free trial of Trackerbot. Click the link in the description, connect your store in 2 minutes, and let the software handle the tracking nightmares. Also, if you want daily tips and to chat directly with our team of successful dropshippers, join our free Telegram community, link in the description as well. Stop thinking about your store, write down the plan and go execute it. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.